The United States is on the verge of introducing a significant new requirement for people hoping to visit the country. For decades, international travelers have been screened at the border using traditional methods, checking passports, visas, and criminal records. But now the Department of Homeland Security is proposing a new digital hurdle, requiring many tourists and business visitors to submit their social media handles as part of their travel application process. This wouldn't be optional, it would be a mandatory step for most applicants, making it a fundamental part of the vetting process. The government's goal is to build a more comprehensive profile of each traveler before they even set foot on U.S. soil, hoping to spot potential risks earlier. In the past, background checks focused on official records, names, travel history, and any criminal activity. Now, officials want to expand that to include digital footprints from popular social media platforms like Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram, believing these accounts can reveal more about a person's intentions and connections. The proposal has ignited a heated global debate, with some arguing it's a necessary step for national security, while others worry it could invade personal privacy and discourage travel. Announced in December 2025, the plan is still under review. It hasn't become law yet, and officials are actively seeking public feedback from both U.S. citizens and the international community. Supporters say that social media vetting could help authorities identify threats or suspicious behavior before they reach American borders, potentially preventing dangerous incidents. In this video, we'll break down exactly what's being proposed, who would be affected by these changes, and the major concerns being raised by privacy advocates and travelers alike. Let's break down exactly what's being proposed and what it could mean for travelers. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is proposing a significant update to the ESTA application. The most notable change is a new, mandatory field requiring applicants to list every social media account they've used in the past 5 years. This isn't just about Facebook or Twitter, it covers any platform, even lesser-known or region-specific apps. Whether you posted regularly or just created an account, you'll need to disclose it. The goal is to give authorities a much broader window into your online presence and digital footprint. In addition, applicants would be required to provide every phone number they've used in the last 5 years. This means listing all personal, work, or temporary numbers, even if they were only used briefly. The proposal also asks for a complete list of all email addresses used in the past decade. This could include old accounts you may have forgotten about as well as any secondary or backup emails. By collecting this information, the government aims to build a comprehensive digital profile for each traveler, connecting online activity, contact details, and personal history. The proposal doesn't stop there. It also requires applicants to provide the names of immediate family members, such as parents, siblings, and children, to help map out personal networks and relationships. All of these new requirements go far beyond the basic biographical details that travelers are used to providing. The process would become much more detailed and potentially time-consuming. This sweeping expansion is rooted in Executive Order 14161, which directed agencies to strengthen vetting and screening procedures in the name of national security and threat prevention. The CBP's proposal is a direct response to that order, translating broad policy goals into specific, actionable requirements that would affect millions of travelers each year. If these changes are approved, the ESTA process would be fundamentally transformed, making it more complex and raising new questions about privacy and data collection for anyone hoping to visit the United States. Not every traveler is impacted by these changes. It's important to understand exactly who is affected and how. The new requirements are not universal, but they do target a very specific group of international visitors. Specifically, this targets those using the Visa Waiver Program, or VWP, which has long been a popular and efficient way for millions to visit the United States. The VWP allows citizens from 41 countries to travel to the U.S. for up to 90 days without needing to obtain a traditional visa. This program was designed to promote tourism, business, and cultural exchange, making travel easier for people from trusted nations. These countries are among America's closest allies and biggest sources of tourism. Places like the United Kingdom, Japan, Germany, France, and Australia. Every year, millions of visitors from these nations come to the U.S. for vacations, business meetings, and family visits. To take advantage of the VWP, travelers must apply online through the Electronic System for Travel Authorization, or ESTA. Until recently, this was a straightforward process, requiring only basic personal and travel information. Now, a new proposal would make it mandatory for these travelers to disclose their social media accounts from the past 5 years. This means providing usernames and handles for platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In contrast, travelers from non-VWP countries already face a much stricter visa process, which can include in-person interviews, extensive paperwork, and sometimes even social media checks as part of their background screening. With this change, millions of low-risk tourists and business travelers, people who have historically been considered safe visitors, would now face heightened scrutiny and more invasive questions. Imagine a British family heading to Disney World for a long-awaited holiday, or a Japanese executive traveling to the US to attend an important international conference. Both would now be required to provide a detailed record of their social media activity for the past 5 years, even if their trip is just for a few days. This marks a significant shift in US travel policy, raising the bar for entry even for visitors from the most trusted allied nations. The process is becoming more complex and potentially more intimidating. The streamlined, hassle-free process that VWP travelers once enjoyed could soon be a thing of the past, replaced by new layers of digital scrutiny and uncertainty. The government's main argument is national security. Officials say terrorists and criminals increasingly use social media to communicate and recruit. By reviewing public posts, authorities hope to spot red flags missed by traditional checks. The goal: stop extremists before they ever board a plane. Real-world cases, like the 2015 San Bernardino attack, are cited as examples where online activities signaled danger. The administration sees this as a proactive step, catching threats before they reach U.S. borders. They argue that privacy concerns are outweighed by the need to protect citizens. For foreign nationals, the right to privacy is not absolute when seeking entry. Social media vetting is framed as a modern update to existing security protocols. In their view, it's simply adapting to a world where intent and ideology are often expressed online. Privacy advocates are sounding the alarm. Critics say requiring 5 years of social media history is a massive invasion of privacy. Social media reveals far more than travel plans. It exposes beliefs, relationships, and personal views. This could chill free speech as people self-censor to avoid being flagged. There's also concern about vague rules. What will officials do with this data, and how long will they keep it? Critics fear a digital dragnet where innocent people are flagged by algorithms with little context. Many question whether this approach is even effective. Determined criminals can easily avoid detection. The risk: millions of ordinary travelers lose privacy for a security benefit that's unproven. The debate is about whether the cost to personal freedom is worth the potential gain in safety. There are real risks of misunderstanding and mistakes. Social media is full of sarcasm, slang, and cultural nuance that can be lost in translation. An algorithm or official could misread a joke, song lyric, or meme as a threat. False positives could mean innocent travelers are denied entry based on misunderstood posts. Language barriers add to the problem. Automated translations often miss context, making innocent comments look suspicious. The proposal doesn't clarify who will review this data or how appeals would work. Forgetting an old account could be seen as deception, leading to bans for simple mistakes. Hacked or spoofed accounts could unfairly implicate travelers. The system could become a bureaucratic nightmare, punishing people for errors or cultural differences. Implementing such broad data collection fairly and accurately would be a massive challenge. The economic impact could be significant. The US is a top destination for tourists, many from VWP countries. If the entry process becomes too invasive, travelers may choose other destinations. Competing countries like Canada and Australia don't require this level of digital scrutiny. Business travel could also suffer. Delays or denials might disrupt deals and conferences. The US could lose its reputation as an open, welcoming place for tourism and commerce. The perception of being unwelcoming can be a powerful deterrent, even if the intent is security. Critics argue for a balanced approach that protects both safety and economic interests. The tourism industry is watching closely, worried this digital wall could keep out more than just threats. The proposal isn't final yet. As of December 2025, a 60-day public comment period is underway. Anyone, citizens, advocacy groups, foreign governments, can submit feedback. The government must review all substantive comments before making a final decision. Advocacy groups are mobilizing, urging people to voice concerns about privacy and fairness. After the comment period, DHS can withdraw, modify, or finalize the rule. Modifications could include making social media disclosure optional or shortening the look-back period. If finalized, legal challenges are almost certain, potentially delaying implementation for years. Lawsuits would likely focus on executive overreach and lack of safeguards. The road from proposal to policy is long and contentious, with the outcome still uncertain. This proposal could redefine international travel. If adopted, digital history may become as important as a passport. The US could set a global precedent, prompting other countries to follow suit. Travelers may soon face digital background checks at every border. The plan aims to boost security but raises serious concerns about privacy, free speech, and fairness. The debate is about balancing protection with fundamental rights. The next steps: public comments, government review, and likely legal battles. The outcome will shape how open the US remains, and how much of our digital lives we must share to see the world. For millions, a trip to America could soon mean sharing not just their plans, but their online selves.